I'd say my favourite place to play in London, it'd have to either be Fabric or Printworks. I can't pick between the two because they were both amazing for their own reasons, really. Fabric, I was able to play a deeper set and play to like a more headzier crowd, whereas Printworks was just a mind-blowing experience because it just, even when I was playing, it just felt so surreal. I was just like, this is really happening, you know. Although it was for Printworks, it was a 3-way back-to-back. Every time when it was my turn, I'd be like, oh my god, this is actually happening. Yeah, to this day that still hasn't sunk in, so. My plans for 2022 would be, I don't want to say too much because I don't want to jinx anything, but it would be hopefully some music production. I've got a really exciting radio residency coming up very soon. I'm also really excited to play all the shows that I've got coming up, both international and just the shows around the UK, really, because it's been a bit of a weird, quiet-ish winter, so yeah, I'm just excited to go out and play. But yeah, there's a lot of little side projects that I'm doing, but again, I don't want to say too much, so just keep an eye out on my socials. I got into DJing during lockdown. The thing is, I had always wanted to get involved in the music industry. I just didn't really know how or like what part of the industry I wanted to get involved in. And yeah, like during lockdown, I did a bit of modelling for some drum and bass labels merch. This was like after when the rules were not as strict as the start of lockdown, but then during the very beginning of lockdown, I did loads of drawings of artists that I look up to, and I kind of just sent to them. Some I posted it to them, and it just brightened up their day, really, and got to talking, got to networking and chit chat and everything, and then I just got myself some decks, some little baby decks that I've still got them, and yeah, it just kind of went from there. And then I would spend hours and hours watching YouTube videos, whether it's like tutorials or other artists I look up to, live streams, pre-recorded streams and stuff, because live streams was quite big during lockdown. And yeah, I just spent hours doing that and learning, and I sat in my studio and just practice, and yeah, it just kind of all worked out really naturally, and here I am now, you know, this is my full-time career. So scary saying that. In terms of advice, I don't feel that I can say too much, because obviously I'm still upcoming myself and I've still got a lot to learn. But what I can say from what artists have told me would be, you know, just be different, try and find your own unique style, your own niche maybe. Yeah, be unique, be original, be different, like try and be different, and just think about what makes you stand out to a lot of other upcoming artists at the moment. I think that's really important, because, you know, I think DJing is not very hard, but it's like how you would do it, and maybe even like the tune selection, and yeah, just be different, and also don't stick to one genre, I'd say, because that's when I feel like you may get stuck in a bubble, and yeah, just explore and experiment. Tough one. It would probably be Lemon Tree by Fool's Garden, because that was my dad's favourite song and he would always play it before he passed away. And it's just such a happy song, but the meaning behind it is actually very deep, so have a listen. But if I would say what my favourite drum and bass track would be, it would be... there's so many good music out there, but I think it would just come down to Red 7 by Marcus Intellect, because that tune is it's just, firstly it's a journey from start to finish, and secondly it just really does get the crowd going, and it's just such a it's got a lot of I feel like that song's got a lot of, it's been influenced by a lot of other genres as well, which is quite cool. And yeah, give that a listen too. Oh, there is so many artists I would love to collaborate with, whether it's like, you know, go back to back with, or actually make a tune with, or just sit in a room and have a chat with, really, or get coffee, I don't know. There are so many, but I think at the moment for me it would be, I'd love to make a tune with Digital, because his sound, his drum patterns is just very heavy, and it's a type of drum bass that I'd love to make one day. And yeah, it's got that old school sound obviously, and he just really goes in with the stuff he's made, and I think I play like at least 2 or 3 digital tunes in my sets all the time. I would also like to collaborate with Dai, really, because he's just an all-round sick person, and I feel like, I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like you could really identify a Dai tune, which is really cool as well, whether it's like any drum bass stuff or jungly stuff, or just all the other cool stuff that he's making at the moment is very unique, which I rate a lot. To go back to back with, I would absolutely love to go back to back with either Chloe Robinson or Tasha Neighborhood, or both really. They're both sick in their own ways. I feel like their selection is just on point all the time. I feel like they put a lot of thought and effort and time into planning their mixes, or maybe they don't, maybe they're just incredible. But yeah, I feel like I'd love to go back to back with either of them, or both of them really. I know they're not drum and bass, but those are the other types of styles that I'd love to mix one day, and yeah, I feel like I could learn a lot from them. It varies really, it just depends what type of mood I'm in, but I listen to like techno, Detroit techno specifically, a lot of hardcore, jungle obviously, but it goes from that to like rock, indie rock, alternative rock, or whatever you want to call it, like Arctic Monkeys, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Sticky Fingers, but yeah, it depends what type of mood I'm in. Like literally the other day I spent all day listening to old Ed Sheeran songs, and I'm not ashamed of it at all. But yeah, it just depends what mood I'm in, and yeah, I don't know, I listen to a bit of everything really. With this question, I feel like I can only really speak based on my own experiences, which is, yes, I have faced barriers in the scene, I still do, which is like my experiences, for example, would be that I have felt like I've been belittled, looked down upon, feel like I just get put on some lineups that just to tick boxes. Not saying I feel like this all the time, it's just that I have felt like this in the past. But you know, what I can really say though is that the scene is getting better. There's more diverse lineups, and there's more like the lineups are being thought throughout more, and put a lot more thought into it basically. And yeah, it is getting better, but unfortunately it has been, the scene is the music industry in general is a male dominated industry, so I feel like obviously women would feel like they have to face barriers, but again, I feel like we are making progress, so yeah, hopefully that we continue to make progress. I don't know, I don't want to say too much on this because I have so much to say as well, and we'd be here all day. I think that there is a lot of stuff that needs to be changed in the scene, but then I also think that we are making an incredible amount of progress. This is again from my own experience. I haven't been in the scene too long, so I can't really make too many comments about it, but I feel like lineups are getting better. Obviously there's a lot more to be done in that aspect of the scene. Another thing that really concerns me personally at the moment is obviously headliners and warm-up artists. We get treated differently in terms of like guest list and on our riders and stuff, but I feel like, okay, here's an example. Let's say if I was playing a 4 a.m. show and I didn't bring a friend, but I played a really late show and I'm standing outside a club by myself waiting for my driver or my taxi or whoever it is. I would like it if someone could maybe wait with me until I get home safely, or just get in a taxi and stuff like that, because, you know, it's the little things like that that I feel should be taken into consideration for young female or any young artists really, especially upcoming artists. But again, that's just me, and yeah, I feel like I have lots more to say, but we will be here all day. But yeah, I feel like from the top of my head, those are like my concerns at the moment. But yeah, you know, we are making progress, so that's good. No. Sorry to any mama I love that's watching this. No, I don't like mama. I'm more of a Nutella type of person, so yeah. I've tried mama on multiple occasions and I still don't like it, so I'm sorry.